Today we're changing the brake pads on my SRAM disc brakes. Finally I'm working on another bike. Not always the same bike, it's not a road bike. This time it's my mountain bike. Oh wait, you can't see it. You will see it in a second. And I want to show you how this works with those hydraulic disc brakes this time. Because you might think it's way more tricky than the mechanical ones, but actually it's not. I'm just changing the brake pads. But I will show you how it works, and just to change the brake pads, it's pretty simple. Let's just jump into that and I want to show you what it is. Well, funny story. Today we're working on my mountain bike. I really try to hide it. Now it's time. I need to do something. I need to change brake pads on my hydraulic disc brakes. Nothing complicated. Let's start. Let's just stomp. We don't need safety clauses. Thanks, Matthias, for reminding me last time. I forgot to mention it, but not today. What I want to wear is, of course, my gloves. Links in the description below. Oh, and by the way, I never mentioned anything, but if you like videos like that, just hit a like button. And of course, if you want to continue watching stuff for what I'm recording, hit a subscribe button so you will always stay informed. Anyways, what else do we need? I have a very nice set of those Allen keys. I'm not trying to sell them, no worries. We only need 2 different ones. Microfiber towels, as always, to clean stuff off, especially sweat. Needle nose pliers. Today we need them for the security pin. And guys, guess what? We need a new set of these ones. Brake pads, and make sure those are the correct ones for your brake system. Very important, otherwise they might be too thick, too thin. They might not even fit because they all have different shapes, and also the material is different, so make really sure they're correct. I'm using metallic brake pads so far, so I got the exact same brake pads what I was using, because the rotor is still good, so I can still use it. You don't want to mess with semi-metallic or whatever and mix it up with what you've used in the past. Otherwise you should change the rotor and the brake pads so they match up. People call it quick tip. Now you will not see my face anymore. I think that's sometimes really good. So I'll talk and show you what I'm doing, and I try to record everything as good and detailed as possible. First of all, we need to take off the rear wheel just to get access to those calipers. We'll take off the rear wheel first. Start with that. Just switching to all the way to the right. I think people call it the small cog. Alrighty, getting there. Now we have a little space to work in. Here we have it, the Guide RE. SRAM Guide RE, that's the one. When the rotor is in, you can see from the back, and here, this little clamp, and the yellowish golden colored thing on this side and on the other side, those are the brake pads. And we have this little screw with here the security pin, which is here this side, and here we have the security pin, which we need to loosen. So first off, taking off the security pin here, taking out this little tiny, taking out this screw, and then we can take out the whole brake pads and put in the new ones. That's great. We need a 2.5 Allen key for this little security screw. What we do first, so we need to take off the security pin, which is here. So very simple, very small. And now we can take off the screw. So that's all we need to do first. All the way. Then we can just pull it out. And that's what it looks like. And now we can just pull in this direction up there. We can pull the brake pads out. Means like this. You can see them, and I'm just taking them out. I didn't want to mention it what I did, but I'll show you what I did. So here you can see the structure of the brake pad, and you can see that the brake pad has 2 colors, which is wrong. Usually the whole brake pad should be used, and because it's not used all the way, not the entire brake pad, the top part is having a different color. It's not used, it's almost fresh. Skinny ones, which are for different SRAM brakes. So That's why I said make sure you get the right brake pads and they work properly. Those work, but they definitely had a different use on my rotors. Let's see what we get with the new ones. So, and in the box we do have security pin, we have the security screw, we have a new, how do you call this? Feather something? I'm saying this one. And we have the brake pads. I'll assemble the brake pads with the spring. Also want to show you the difference. Those are the proper sized new brake pads. Those are the too small, even too small. You can see what we're doing now is taking here one of the brake pads, putting the spring in here, and on the other side putting the other brake pad. And then it looks like this. There we go. There we go. And I'm putting it back in. So, and this is something you have to just try and error. There's no left or right side with those ones. It's just putting in. So I'm putting it like this and then pushing it down. There's maybe one thing when you have worn off brake pads you want to do, pushing the calipers right and left back using just one of those trim tools or whatever. Brake, but no, I don't even need to do it. You can see the calipers are all the way in at the moment, so there's no need to do that. So I'm putting it, placing it back in, using done. We're almost done already. So now I'm using completely new screw, security screw, putting it through, pushing it through, getting the Allen key. Oh, there we go. Done. And I'm taking the new security pin here, dark this time, taking it, pushing it in from the one side, turning it, done. Now even if the security screw is getting loose, it can't get out because there's a pin. I might have to adjust the caliper just to right or left, depending on the rotor now if it's grinding, so that's something we'll see when we put on the wheel. Now we're putting the tire back in. It might be interesting for you as well. I'm planning to record a video tomorrow where I'm going mountain biking, and this might be very interesting for you. Maybe you are in the area, maybe you are from, I don't know, Los Angeles County, Orange County, San Diego, wherever, or maybe from a different country like Germany, you want to come over and visit. And well, yeah, I'll try to record it and take this bike tomorrow. Close it all the way, so we have a realistic way of spinning and see if it works. This is Ginger. All right, that looks good. Here we go. I have a little adjustment option on the handlebars, so I will do that, loosen it all the way up, so I have the least possible pressure here. All right. Job complete. I had a little adjustment on the handlebar, which I used, and now it's loosened up. Everything else I now need to go for a little ride just to get it all the way settled, and also to break them in a little bit, even though you don't necessarily need to do that with the brake pads, more with the rotor, but I'm better safe than sorry, so I want to give it a little ride here in the area before I go somewhere tomorrow where it's more downhill than uphill, so I rather have that tested. So awesome guys, thanks guys for watching this. As mentioned, like and subscribe if you really like those videos. Oh, and by the way, quick tip, a bike stand, it is so much worth. Trust me, if you do more work on your bike, get one. Link in the description as well. It's worth it. Cheers! As you can see, the process is similar to what we did already on the road bike, which is by the way up here somewhere. It's not super complicated. You just have to figure out what you need to do, which tools you need, and especially which parts you need. So get the correct brake pads, very important. Cheers! Cheers! Hello, am I recording? So I hope I'm recording just for you guys. I'm on here, Toby's Real Life Skills with Toby. That's me, by the way.